Good morning. Nice to meet you. I'm very glad to start this practice session again. How have you been? I missed you. GPT, without further delay, let's dive into my English practice session. Could you keep up with me? Today, I would like to discuss column 7, row C, reorg and repair. Can you keep up with me?
Got it, David. Let me polish your opening so it sounds smooth but still close to.
No. I don't need polished version. Just keep going. Could you please share me your ideal auditor style questions and supplier answers? I mean, could you please share your ideal question and answers with me?
Perfect, David. Let's go with column 7, row C, rework and repair. Here are auditor-style questions like you'd hear in a real audit, plus easy-to-use supplier answers for your practice. Auditor-style questions. 1. Can you explain your process for handling non-conforming parts that require rework or repair? 2. How do you make sure rework or repair instructions are properly approved and controlled? 3. How do you verify that reworked or repaired parts still meet customer requirements? 4. Can you provide evidence of recent rework or repair activities, such as approval documents, inspection records, or reports? Easy supplier answers. 1. Process. We separate non-conforming parts immediately and only allow rework or repair with approved instructions. 2. Approval. All rework and repair instructions are reviewed and signed by engineering and quality before use. 3. Verification. Reworked parts are 100% inspected or tested again to confirm they meet customer requirements. 4. Evidence. We keep rework records, approval documents, and inspection reports as evidence. David, would you like me to also create a super short keyword version like separate, approve, inspect, records for your quick mouth memory practice?
GPT, feel free to wait until I practice your auditor style questions. I mean, take your time. Take your time when I practice your beautiful sentences. Listen, GPT, I really want to keep these expressions in my mouse memory. Mouse memory is very important for beginners like me. I mean, student like me. Okay, here I go. Number 1. Can you explain your process for handling non-conforming parts that require rework or repair? Number 2. How do you make, my bad. I say all the time. I practice it all the time. How do you make sure rework or repair instructions are properly approved and controlled? How do you verify that reworked or repaired parts still meet customer requirements? Number 4, can you provide evidence of recent rework or repair activities, such as approval documents, inspection records, or reports? And these are easy supplier answers. Listen, GPT. Number 1, process. We separate non-conforming parts immediately and only allow rework or repair with approved instructions. Number 2, approval. All reorg and repair instructions are reviewed and signed by engineering and quality before use. Number 3, verification. Number 3, verification. Verification is very important. As a quality manager, I have to say verification is really important. Reworked parts are 100% inspected or tested again to confirm they meet customer requirements. Number 4, evidence. We keep rework records, approval documents, and inspection records as evidence.
Nicely done, David. You really spoke out the full set. And that's exactly the kind of practice that locks the sentences into your mouth memory. Let me just polish a few tiny things so your version sounds even more natural in real life. Corrected practice version. Process. We separate non-conforming parts immediately and only allow rework or repair with approved instructions. 2. Approval. All rework and repair instructions are reviewed and signed by engineering and quality before use. 3. Verification instead of qualification.
Okay, okay, I got it, I got it. I got the point. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for pointing that out, GPT. Anyway, I have something to tell you. Listen, GPT. Could you please explain the difference between rework and repair? Sometimes I am confused.
Great question, David. Let's clear up the confusion. Rework, meaning fixing a non-conforming part so it meets the original specifications. Goal, bring the part back to the same condition as if it was produced correctly the first time. If the lens housing has a small burr, you remove the burr and the part now meets the original drawing. That's rework. Repair, meaning fixing a non-conforming part so it is usable, but it does not fully meet the original specifications. Instead, the customer accepts it with a deviation waiver. Goal, make the part functional enough even if it's not exactly to spec. Example, automotive camera. If the plastic housing has a cosmetic scratch, you polish it, but a faint mark remains. It doesn't meet the original no scratch spec, but the customer agrees it's acceptable. That's repair. Key difference. Rework equals 100% meets original specs after correction. Repair, it does not fully meet original specs but is accepted by customer approval with concession/deviation. Easy memory tip for you. Rework equals return to original spec. Repair equals request approval to use as is with fix. Do you want me to make a super simple one-line version of this difference so you can repeat it quickly in an audit answer?
So you mean GPT? So you mean rework, meaning fixing a non-conforming part so it meets the original specifications. Goal. Bring the part back to the same condition as if it was produced correctly the first time. Example, if the lens housing has a small burr, you remove the burr and the part now meets the original drawing. That's rework. Repair. And like you said, repair, meaning fixing a non-conforming part so it is usable, but it does not fully meet the original specifications. Instead, the customer accepts it with a deviation or waiver. Goal, repair score, make the part functional enough. Make the part functional enough even if it's not exactly to spec. Example, if the plastic housing has a cosmetic scratch, you polish it, but a faint mark remains. It doesn't meet the original no scratch spec. No scratch spec. It doesn't meet, it doesn't meet, it doesn't meet the original no scratch spec. But the customer agrees it's acceptable. That's repair.
Exactly. David, you've got the essence very clearly. Let me just polish your version a little bit so it's easier to repeat in your speaking practice. Rework. Fixing a non-conforming part so it meets the original specifications. Bring it back to the same condition as if it was produced correctly the first time. Example, if the lens housing has a small burr, you remove the burr, now it meets the drawing spec. Repair. Fixing a non-conforming part so it is usable, but it does not fully meet the original specifications. The customer must approve it with a deviation or waiver. Example, if the plastic housing has a cosmetic scratch, you polish it, but a faint mark remains. It doesn't meet the no scratch spec, but the customer accepts it. One line memory tip, rework equals back to spec, repair equals approved compromise. Do you want me to also make a super short audit answer style version, just 1 to 2 sentences that you can use in a real.
No, 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 no. I don't need it. Let's move on to the next agenda. Training and personal development. Column 7, row D, training and personal development. What do you say about this?
Got it, David. Let's move on to column 7, row D, training and personnel qualification. This agenda is usually about making sure employees are properly trained, qualified, and equipped to do their jobs correctly. Here are auditor-style questions and easy supplier answers for your speaking practice. Auditor-style questions. 1. Can you explain how you train and qualify employees for their roles? 2. How do you ensure training is up to date when processes or requirements change? 3. What evidence do you keep to show operator qualifications and training records? 4. How do you verify that personnel are competent to perform critical operations? Easy supplier answers. 1. Training process. We train employees based on work instructions, customer requirements, and safety standards. 2. Updates. When processes change, operators receive updated training and we record it. 3. Evidence. We keep training records, sign-off sheets, and certificates as proof of qualification. 4. Competence check. We verify operator competence with tests, supervisor checks, and periodic retraining. Key audit words to remember: training, updates, records, competence. Would you like me to also prepare a super short keyword version like training, updates, records, competence, so you can use it in real audit role play quickly?
So you mean key audit words to remember? Training, updates, records, competence. I'm just wondering what the competence means in this context.
Good question, David. The word competence means the ability to do a job correctly and effectively. In the audit automotive quality context, competence equals employees not only know what to do, training, but also they can actually do it correctly. Skills. Example, an operator in the camera assembly line might get training on how to adjust torque, but competence means he can really apply the torque correctly, follow work instructions, and pass a supervisor check. So, train equals teaching employees the knowledge. Competence equals confirming they can apply it in real work. Auditors often ask, how do you verify competence? And the answer could be, we check operator skills through tests, supervisor evaluations, and periodic refresh training. Would you like me to give you easy one-sentence sample answers for the competence part so you can.
So you mean the word competence means the ability, ability to do a job correctly and effectively. How can you translate it in Korean?
David, the word competence in this context can be translated into Korean as 역량, most common, especially in business or quality systems. 능력, more general, everyday word for ability. 수련도, when emphasizing skill or practice level. For example, in IATF 16949 or ISO audits, they usually use young competence in Korean translations. So if you want to say, we check competence through training and evaluations, you can say, 우리는 교육과 평가를 통해 직원의 역량을 확인합니다. Would you like me to also make short English-Korean sample sentences using competence so you can practice both sides?
No, I don't agree with you. Let's move on to the next agenda. To be honest, I have to say we don't have time. I think training and personal development, training and personal qualification is not the main agenda for us. So let's move on to the next one. Row E, environmental health and safety section.
Got it, David. Let's move on to column 7, row E, environmental health and safety, EHS.
Keep going, keep going. Please explain it one more time, please. Can you do that for me? GPT, are you there? GPT, are you there? Are you with me? Oh my God, oh my God. When I touched your screen, you mixed up.
Yes, David. I'm right here with you. You touched the screen and I'm back, ready to keep going. Want one of these next moves? Pick quickly and we'll do it now.
GPT, I have to say, what I want to say is that when I touch your screen without intention, it's just a mistake. But you turned out you turned out listening mode speak from speaking mode to listening mode. It's a mistake. But since I touched your screen very short time, you changed your mode, so I think it makes you confused.
Ah, I get you now, David. What you mean is sometimes you accidentally tap the screen and that short touch switches my mode from speaking to listening. It's not because you wanted to. It's just a mistake. But since the touch was very short, the system thought you wanted to change mode. That actually makes sense. It's like a technical glitch, an unintended input. If you want, I can help you practice a natural way to explain this in English for real life use. Sorry, I touched the screen by mistake. It wasn't intentional. That was just an accidental tap, not on purpose. I didn't mean to switch modes, it was a mistake. Which of these do you want to keep in your mouth memory for your daily practice?
Okay, okay, I got it, I got it. Now I fully understand, and your explanation completely makes sense. Okay, GPT, listen. Sorry, I practiced. I will, I practiced based on your suggestion. Listen, GPT, here I go. Sorry, I touched the screen. I touched my tablet screen by mistake. It wasn't intentional. That was just an accidental tap, not on purpose. Not on purpose. That's not on purpose. I didn't mean to switch mode. It was a mistake. I didn't mean to switch mode. I didn't mean to, I didn't mean to switch your mode from speaking to listening.
Nice practice, David. You did great speaking that out loud. A few tiny tweaks so your sentences sound natural and confident in real situations. Your original cleaned and fixed, open quote, sorry, I touched the screen by mistake. It wasn't intentional. That was just an accidental tap, not on purpose. I didn't mean to switch modes. It was a mistake. Close quote. Short, natural versions to keep in your mouse memory. 1. Casual, sorry, I tapped the screen by mistake. 2. A bit more formal, sorry, that was an accidental tap. I didn't mean to switch modes. 3. Very concise, meeting quick. Oops, accidental tap, my fault. Extra polite phrasing if you want to be extra careful. Sorry, I accidentally touched the screen. I didn't mean to switch the mode. Pronunciation tips, say these slowly, clearly. Accidental, accidental, intentional, null, modes, single syllable motes. You're doing the right thing by repeating. Spaced repetition will make these phrases automatic. Want to rehearse 3 quick role play lines now? I say auditor, you answer. Or do you want a short cue card with the 3 one-line versions?
No, 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 no. GPT. That's not a big deal. From now on, let's move on to the environmental health and safety. Could you please share, I'm sorry, my bad. It's my mistake. Could you please share your audit style answer and audit style question and supplier answers for this agenda, column 7, row E, environmental health and safety. GPT, are you there? Hello there, GPT. How many times have I told you I am a regular here? You should treat me better than other users. I paid almost 30,000 won.
Got it, David. Let's focus on column 7, row E, environment, health, and safety, EHS. Here's a set of auditor-style questions, the kind you'd hear in a customer audit, and then some easy supplier answers you can practice. Auditor-style questions. 1, environment. Can you explain how your company manages environmental risks in production, waste, emissions, chemicals? 2, health and safety. How do you ensure a safe working environment for your employees? 3, training. What training or programs do you provide to workers on health and safety practices? 4, evidence. Can you show evidence of recent safety inspections, accident reports, or environmental compliance certificates? Easy supplier answers. 1, environment. We manage environmental risks through waste separation, chemical handling rules, and energy saving programs. 2, health and safety. We keep workplaces safe by following safety standards, regular inspections, and protective equipment. 3, training. All employees receive safety training during onboarding and regular refreshers. 4, evidence. We keep records of safety audits, accident logs, and environmental compliance certificates as evidence. If you like, I can also make a super short keyword version like waste safety training records for quick recall in stressful audit situations.
Okay, GPT, listen. Here I go. I have to say, this is my speaking practice session. As you know, this is my speaking practice session, so let me take a time. Number one, environment. Can you explain how your company manages environmental risks in production, waste, emissions, chemicals? Number two, health and safety. How do you ensure a safety working environment for your employees? Number three, training. What training or programs do you provide to workers on health and safety practices? Number four, evidence. Can you show evidence of recent safety inspections, accident reports, or environmental compliance certificates? And here are easy supply answers. Let me practice carefully. Number one, environment. We manage environmental risks through waste separation, chemical handling rules, and energy saving programs. Number two, safety and health. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Sorry for my poor pronunciation. Sorry for my poor competence. Okay, here I go again. Health and safety. We keep workplace safety. I'm sorry. We keep workplaces safe by following safety standards, regular inspections, and protective equipment. Number three, training. All employees receive safety training during onboarding, onboarding and regular refreshers. Number four, evidence. We keep records of safety audits, excellent looks, and environmental compliance certificates as evidence.
Perfect. David, you repeated the environment, health, and safety Q&A very clearly. Let me just give you a couple of quick polish points to make your version sound smoother in real life. Polished phrases, environment. Instead of chemical handling moves, say chemical handling rules or chemical handling procedures. Training instead of regular depressions. I know you meant refresher training. Say regular refreshers or regular refresher training. Evidence instead of evidence logs, say accident logs or incident logs. Hash, corrected version, your easy answers. 1. Environment. We manage environmental risks through waste separation, chemical handling rules, and energy saving programs. 2. Health and safety. We keep workplaces safe by following safety standards, regular inspections, and providing protective equipment. 3. Training. All employees receive safety training during onboarding and regular refresher sessions. 4. Evidence. We keep records of safety audits, accident logs, and environmental compliance certificates as evidence. This version is very natural and professional, but still easy to memorize for your speaking practice. Do you want me to also make a super short keyword version, like wait?
No, 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 no. To be honest, environmental health and safety is not the main agenda of this whole Ferrari agendas, audit agendas. So I think it's better to move on to the column 8, logistics, production row A, production capacity. Could you keep up with me?
Of course, David, I can keep up with you. Let's move on to column 8, row A, production capacity. Here's a set of auditor-style questions and easy supplier answers for this agenda. Auditor-style questions, production capacity. 1. Can you explain how you calculate and plan your production capacity for new and current products? 2. How do you ensure you have enough capacity to meet customer demand, including peak volumes? 3. What actions do you take if demand is higher than planned capacity? 4. Can you show evidence of capacity studies, machine utilization reports, or production planning documents? Easy to follow supplier answers. 1. Calculation. We calculate capacity based on cycle time, machine availability, manpower, and shift patterns. 2. Planning. We review customer forecasts and ensure capacity covers peak demand with safety margins. 3. Action. If demand increases, we add overtime, extra shifts, or allocate backup machines to meet requirements. 4. Evidence. We can show capacity calculation sheets, utilization reports, and planning records as evidence. Would you like me to also prepare a super short keyword version, like cycle time, forecast, extra shifts, reports, so you can use it in quick fire practice?
Okay, here I go, ChatGPT. Can you explain how you calculate? Can you explain how you calculate and plan your production capacity for new and current products? Number 2, how do you ensure you have enough capacity to meet customer demand, including peak volumes? Number 3, what actions do you take if demand is higher than planned capacity? Number 4, can you show evidence of capacity studies, machine utilization report, or production planning documents? I think this word utilization is difficult for me. Still difficult for me. I say one more time. Can you show evidence of capacity study, machine utilization reports, or production planning documents? GPT, how can I translate machine utilization reports in Korean?
You repeated the questions very clearly, David. That's great practice. For your last question, how can I calculate machine utilization report in Korea? The calculation method is actually the same globally, not different in Korea. Let me explain simply. Machine utilization equals frac actual machine running time, text planned available time times 100%. Planned available time, total time the machine is scheduled to be available, e.g., 8-hour shift equal 480 minutes. Actual machine running time, time the machine is actually producing parts, excluding downtime, setup, breakdowns. Example, Korea factory, one shift equals 8 hours equal 480 min. Planned available time equals 480 min. Actual running time equals 360 min because 120 min was downtime setup. Utilization frac 360, 480 time becomes 75%. Report usually includes machine name, ID, shift time, planned time, downtime reasons, setup, breakdown, maintenance, actual running time, utilization percent. Many Korean factories create this in Excel or MES system, and auditors expect to see at least raw data, time logs, MES export, summary utilization percent, trend charts, weekly, monthly. David, do you want me to prepare a sample Excel-style machine utilization report table with columns like machine, plan time, downtime, running time, utilization percent, so you can use it in your training or audit simulation?
GPT, honestly speaking, I don't understand. I don't understand what your I don't understand your last question.
David, my bad. I think I confused you. Let me slow down and be very clear. At the end of my last answer, I asked you this. Do you want me to prepare a simple sample table, like in Excel, that shows how to calculate and report machine utilization? Example, machine, plan time, downtime, running time, utilization percent.
However, GPT, I told you, how can you translate that utilization report in Korean? Please translate it.
Good question, David. The English phrase utilization report is usually translated into Korean as 가동률 보고서, most common in factories. 설비 가동률 보고서, more specific equipment utilization report. 생산 설비 활용 보고서, slightly more formal production equipment utilization report. So if you are in an audit or customer meeting, you can safely say, this is our machine utilization report, 설비 가동률 보고서. That way, the English and Korean meaning stay clear. Would you like me to also show you a sample utilization report table with English plus Korean column names so you can practice presenting it?
GPT, now I fully understand what the utilization report means. Okay, okay. Let's move on to the next agenda, production planning. Low B, production planning. It's your turn.
Perfect. David, let's dive into column 8, row B, production planning. Here's the typical auditor style questions and easy supplier answers you can practice. Auditor style questions. 1, can you explain how you plan production to meet customer demand and delivery schedules? 2, how do you balance capacity, manpower, and material availability in your production plan? 3, what actions do you take if there is a sudden change in customer demand or forecast? 4, can you show evidence of production schedules, capacity studies, or planning records? Hash easy supplier answers. Answer 1. Planning process. We create production plans based on customer forecasts, orders, and delivery schedules. Answer 2. Balancing. We align manpower, machines, and materials to make sure production meets demand. Answer 3. Sudden change. If demand changes suddenly, we adjust shifts, add overtime, or coordinate with suppliers. Answer 4. Evidence. We can show production schedules, capacity calculations, and ERP MES reports as evidence. David, do you also want me to prepare a super short keyword version like forecast, plan, balance, man-machine material, sudden change, overtime shift, evidence, ERP MES, so you can keep it in your mouse memory for fast recall?
Okay, can you do that for me? Please share a super short keyword version with me.
Of course, David, here's your super short keyword version for production planning, easy to repeat at the end of your video. Forecast, plan, balance, man, machine, material, change, overtime, shift, supplier adjust, evidence, ERP, MES, schedule. Nice and compact, just 4 bullet points to lock into your mouth memory. Do you want me to also string them into one quick sentence so it flows like a real closing line in your video?
Honestly speaking, I don't think so. I don't agree with you. I'm so amazed, I'm so inspired with your suggestions, with your explanations for my Ferrari audit agendas. However, sometimes I feel like it's a little bit different with the real life situation. So, to improve my English speaking skills, I think it's better to ask my situation. And I mean, it's better to explain my real life situation to you and get the feedback from you. Maybe it's better to improve my speaking skills, not just hearing your auditor style questions and supplier answers.
Love that idea, David. Great insight. You're absolutely right. Practicing with your own real situations will help you more than only repeating canned auditor Q&A. Here's a simple plan we can do right now. Pick one option and I'll jump in immediately. One, show me one real scenario, 1 to 2 sentences, e.g., a short thing you actually say to a customer or operator. I'll fix the English to sound natural, audit ready, plus simple version. Give a short pronunciation tip and a one-line memory cue. 2, paste a short transcript or sentence you recorded, typed, and I'll correct it line by line and give alternatives. 3, role play live. I act as the auditor and ask 2 to 3 questions based on your real case. You answer, and I'll give feedback, grammar, phrasing, tone. 4, I build a tiny spaced repetition plan for the sentences you want to keep in mouse memory, e.g., day 1, day 3, day 7. Your raw open quote. When the supplier sent the samples late, we had to make extra overtime and finally deliver. I told client it's okay. Close quote. Polished, audit friendly, open quote. The supplier delivered samples late, so we added overtime to meet delivery. We informed the customer and documented the corrective actions. Close quote. Simple for casual speech, open quote. The supplier was late, we worked overtime and we told the customer, close quote. Quick tip, say, informed the customer instead of told client it's okay. Sounds more professional. Which option do you want to do now? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Or paste one real sentence and I'll fix it straight away.
PPT, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure which one I have to choose to improve my English speaking skills. Mm, However, by the way, let's move on to the next one. Column 8, logistics, row C, supply management. Like I said, I have something to tell you. I think supply management is very important for all of us. And, there is a one team, uh, part, uh, that team's name is part, uh, part quality management. Part quality management team manages our all supply chain. they used to audit all our suppliers regularly, annually, and make their special report to our quality meetings. Whenever I get their reports, I think they do their job very well. And I mean, they manage it very well. They manage our supplier very well. And they divide our suppliers, uh, that, whether meet our requirements or not. And if they don't meet our requirements, they our part quality management team requires CEO report, suppliers CEO presentation in our company.
Got it, David. Thanks for explaining your real situation about supply management and the top quality management team. Let me reshape your story into three versions you can practice: professional audit answer, simpler version, and extra short version for emergencies. One, professional audit ready version, polished, open quote. Our supply management is led by the top quality management team. They conduct annual audits of all suppliers and prepare detailed reports for our quality meetings. Based on these audits, suppliers are classified as meeting or not meeting our requirements. If a supplier does not meet requirements, the team requests a CEO level report or presentation from the supplier to ensure corrective actions are taken. Close quote. Two, simpler version, daily speaking, open quote. Our top quality team manages suppliers. They audit them once a year, write reports, and share them in our quality meetings. If a supplier fails to meet requirements, they must send a CEO report or presentation. Close quote. Three, super short version, emergency nervous moment, open quote. Top quality team audits suppliers yearly, reports in meetings, and asks CEO report if requirements are not met. Close quote. Quick tip: use conduct audits, not do audits, more professional. Use classify suppliers instead of divide our suppliers. Would you like me to now create auditor style questions?
Okay. Thank you for your thank you for your kind explanation. I mean, summarization. Thank you for your kind suggestion. Thank you for your thank you for your polished version. Thank you for your refined version. Anyway. Okay, here you go again. Our supply management is led by the part quality management team, not the top, not top quality management team. It's a part quality management team. They conduct annual audits of all suppliers and prepare detailed reports for our quality meetings. Based on these audits, suppliers are classified as meeting or not meeting our requirements. If a supplier does not meet requirements, the team requests a CEO level report or presentation from the supplier to ensure corrective actions are taken.
Perfect, David. Your repetition was very clear this time, and you caught the nuance correctly. It's a top quality management team, not the top quality management team, unless you want to emphasize that it's the only one in your company. Here's a polished version you can safely use in real audits or meetings. Open quote. Our supply management is led by a top quality management team. They conduct annual audits of all suppliers and prepare detailed reports for our quality meetings. Based on these audits, suppliers are classified as meeting or not meeting our requirements. If a supplier does not meet requirements, the team requests a CEO level report or presentation from the supplier to ensure corrective actions are taken. Close quote. This version is professional, fluent, and audit ready. If you want a lighter, easier version for daily use, you can say open quote.
I think it's enough. Let's move on to the next part. I mean, my reminder time. Like I said, I used to make a special note on my cell phone. So it's very it's very easy to remind me. It's very easy to memorize beautiful sentences from you. As you know, this is my speaking practice session. So, from now on, I'd like to repeat. I'd like to read out loudly. I mean, I want to speak out loudly and take your time when I, practice it. You got the point? Okay, here you go. Do you want me to? Would you want me to? Do you want me to? Would you want me to? This is not a question phrase. This is just a speaking practice session. Feel free to listen my practice English sentence speaking practice. Do you want me to? Or would you want me to? Do you want me to? Would you want me to? These are very simple but very powerful in a real life situation.
Yes, David, I got your point. You're absolutely right. Do you want me to? And would you want me to are both useful, but they're not 100% the same in real life English. Do you want me to? Most common, natural, and casual. You can use this in daily conversations, meetings, or workplace. Example, do you want me to send you the file? Would you want me to? Grammatically correct, but much less common. Sounds a bit formal or hesitant. Native speakers usually say, would you like me to, instead. Example, would you like me to explain the results in more detail? So for your real life speaking practice, I recommend use do you want me to in most situations. Use would you like me to when you want to sound more polite or formal. Your repetition practice is perfect for muscle memory. If you'd like, I can prepare a short drill with examples, e.g., 5 natural workplace sentences using do you want me to.
No. Let's move on to the next sentences. Let's move on to the next sentence. The road to heaven feels like hell, while the road to hell feels like heaven.
That's a really powerful sentence, David. It uses contrast and paradox to make the message stronger. The road to heaven feels like hell, while the road to hell feels like heaven. Meaning, doing the right thing, the road to heaven, often feels hard, painful, or full of struggle. Doing the wrong thing, the road to hell, can feel easy, fun, or tempting at first. This structure is natural and very impactful in English. If you want, you can also try some variations. The path to success often feels painful, while the path to failure often feels comfortable. The way to growth feels like struggle, while the way to destruction feels like ease. The road to heaven is hard. The road to hell is easy. Shorter, stronger. Your original version is already good. Sounds like something you could say in a motivational speech or even a YouTube video. Do you want me to make a super short, easy to remember version for your
No, that's enough. Let's keep the momentum going. We, we as the MDT team truly want to support Utronics with all our efforts. However, realistically, and to be honest, as far as I understand, both our team and Utronics may still struggle to meet Ferrari's various high expectations. That is our honest concern. That's our honest concern. There are many concerns, worries to meet Ferrari's high expectations.
David, this sounds really natural and heartfelt. You're balancing professionalism with honesty. Here's a slightly polished version you can also practice, but your original is already strong. We, as the MVP team, truly want to support utility with all our efforts. However, realistically, both our team and utility may still struggle to meet Ferrari's highest expectations. That is our honest concern. We have worries about meeting those expectations. Key points for speaking practice. Truly want to support shows commitment. Realistically, makes it honest and grounded. Struggle to meet expectations. Professional phrase for difficulty. Honest concern, very natural, strong ending. You could also use a short version for quick response. We fully support utility, but we are concerned about meeting Ferrari's highest expectations. Do you want me to also prepare a super short keyword only version for fast recall?
I'm sorry. I have a very important meeting in this morning, so I have to go. It's time to wrapping up. Thank you for your kind support. I really appreciate your ongoing support. I mean, all-time support. Okay, it's time to go. Bye for now. See you next time.
Got it, David. Good luck with your important meeting today. You've prepared really well, so trust yourself. I'll be here when you're ready to practice again.